Anyway, let's move into another match now. Darren Morgan, brilliant young Welshman, former world amateur champion, playing Mike Hallett, the world's ranked number 6. The winner to play Stephen Hendry. Well, it was 10-6 to Morgan overnight, having a very good start to it all. They shared the first 2 they played today, so 11-7 to Morgan. This is Hallett. Don't blink. What about this one?
That was well picked out, and he deserved a better result from that.
Mike Hallett, 1. Foul, Mike Hallett, 4.
Cue ball finishing on the wrong side of that red from Morgan's point of view.
One. Eight. Nine. $16. 70.
So Mike Hallett's still in very good position and starting to cue a little better. And I can see if he should win this frame and win it impressively, he'll start thinking I've still got every chance, and Darren will start thinking about the lead being whittled away, and we could still have a match on our hands.
39. 40. 45. 46. 51.
Hallett's policy has clearly been to get the balls open and try and burn off a few swift frames.
52.
It was pretty successful in the last frame when he made 49 early and hung on to win it.
57. 58. 59.
Well, he's done enough now to
65.
win the frame. 69 points in front, just 59 on the table. So Mike Hallett, if he can manage to carry on and
66.
virtually clear the table, keep Darren off it, that'll all help his cause.
$73. Mike Hallett, 73.
73. Mike Hallett will have reduced the gap to 3 frames.
Yes, 11-8. Well, frame 20 went to Morgan to give him a lead of 12-8, just one required. In the next, Morgan was going well, but he's made a mistake, and it's Hallett to play this next shot.
One. Eight. Up. $11.
And these aren't one's favourite shots to play when the match can depend on it.
Well,
And that's a little unlucky. Either side of the black, he was in good position.
12. Mike Hallett.
The red, very easy to hit, but where's it going to go? Very nicely played. Judged the angle very nicely off the second cushion, just to make a thin contact and leave the red where Hallett couldn't pot it.
Ground there. A £12 line on it, one.
This is a 12-pound line on here, he said. It was quivering a bit.
Well, it was acknowledged by Mike Hallett, but I think it was a bit fortunate. Darren certainly didn't mean to hit it that fine. Or if it did, it was over pace. The yellow took all the pace out of the cue ball. And it's left Mike Hallett with a bit of a problem. If he tries the same thing, he's liable to put it over the corner pocket. But I think he may well be satisfied with that.
You might have heard him mutter, years of practice. Good hit. And if he pots the black, he will be 28 in front with only 27 on the table. I couldn't believe he played it like that, Ray.
Well, I'm not so sure that he did. I think he just at the finish, let his hand go. He knew how important it was. And this one, a much more relaxed shot. Quite liable to pot this one in.
He's bound to be thinking, though, that if only he'd just rolled the black in when he took the last red, he would be almost over the line.
Well, there was just a sign there, Clive, that Darren is getting pretty tensed up. He's played fairly sensibly and taken his time and weighed things up to get out of that snooker. He was down virtually before the balls had stopped. Starting to get a little bit hurried.
Hallett wanted to finish on the green at such an angle that he could develop the brown. It was too thin for that, so now he's got to get the brown safe.
Mike Hallett, 5. Darren Morgan, 4.
Pretty amazing that he shouldn't have made contact, but it's made no material difference. Hallett can still win with the remaining 4 colours.
Can't imagine Darren having a go at a pot here. I think he's almost certainly attempt to hit the brown full in the face and leave the cue ball behind the black and the blue, but got to be playing at a fair amount of pace to get the stun on the cue ball. He got nearer the pot, but I'm sure he didn't play it.
That surely is it. Morgan needs only the blue. So the new Welsh champion, Darren Morgan, has reached the World quarterfinals, but only his second attempt.
So we've got a 23-year-old from Gwent in amongst the big boys in the last 8 of this year's Embassy World Championship. He's already knocked out Joe Johnson. Doesn't seem too concerned about it.
Yeah, well, I won the Welsh Professional, and I beat Doug and Terry in that, and I'd beaten Cliff and Neil Foles a few weeks before that. Then I beat Stephen in the British, and I only got pipped by Steve Davis 5-4. So a lot of the local papers were saying, oh, this boy's got a good chance. And Cliff Wilson, I think, as well, he said that he thinks that I was playing well enough to do it. But I've been playing really well, you know, the last few months, and the chicken pox and cost me a few days' practice. It knocked my confidence a little bit. But if you can keep getting through, it doesn't really matter which way you get through, as long as you get through with a bit of luck, things will just go from strength to strength now.
What about Stephen Hendry next?
We're good friends. We get on really well. It's a bit unfortunate that I've had to play, you know, 3 on a trot now at the Q Masters, but that's the way the draw goes. We're best of mates off the table, but I mean, he'll be wanting to beat me just as bad as I want to beat him when we get on there.
They'll be on there tomorrow morning. So here we are, the last 8 in the championship. Steve Davis, the 6 times champion, versus Neil Foles, a former semi-finalist. Jimmy White, the runner-up in 1984, against the 1979 champion, Terry Griffiths. Darren Morgan, the rookie, in amongst the big boys with Stephen Hendry, the semi-finalist last year. And John Parrott, the runner-up last year, against Cliff Thorburn, the champion of 1980. My goodness, there's some quality in that. We start at 10:25 tomorrow for nearly 7 hours. Thank goodness David Icke is